What if humans could digest fibers like cellulose and hemicellulose? What if we can genetically engineer the intestinal tract to break down these two fibers and convert it into glucose, galactose, mannose, and other sugars for human digestion? What would this mean for combating world hunger, minimizing food waste, and eliminating land waste? There's an urgent need to use abundant and renewable agricultural and forest residues as a food source that can grow on marginal land. Cellulose is the most common carbohydrate and the most common organic material on the planet, so using it for food would be an efficient way to feed millions of people. Cellulose is a polysaccharide that makes up 30% of the plant cell wall and is a fiber that's not digestible by the human digestive system. This is because there's the beta-acetyl linkages in cellulose that makes it different from starch and is a deciding factor in its digestibility. Humans lack the enzyme required to break down the linkages, which is cellulase. So cellulase is responsible for breaking down cellulose into monosaccharides, such as beta-glucose and short polysaccharides and oligosaccharides. As for hemicellulose, it's a heteropolymer present along with cellulose in almost all plant cell walls. So cellulose is used by plants to form cell walls and provide structure, while hemicellulose acts as an adhesive to hold the walls together and create structural strength. So the overall idea here is to utilize a viral vector containing a plasmid with instructions for producing cellulolytic and hemicellulolytic enzymes. The viral vector is ingested and infects the intestinal lining so that the intestinal lining is genetically engineered to produce the enzymes that break down cellulose and hemicellulose into glucose, galactose, mannose, and other sugars for human digestion. So the main source of these genes would be from the cellulolytic machinery of T. rhizae, because it is one of the most widely studied genomes, considering that it contains 10 cellulase genes and 16 hemicellulase genes. Thus, by genetically engineering the intestinal tract, people can digest paper, cotton, and wood, so anything made from cellulose. So if you have an old wood table, you can grind it down to sawdust and store it in your pantry and eat it. Or if you have a cardboard box that you don't feel like crushing, you can have it for dinner. If you're stranded, you could eat your cotton shirt. So a lot of different possibilities. So genetically engineering the intestinal tract to digest insoluble dietary fibers.